Alright.
What's up, y'all? I got some tales for y'all. My name's Heber.
Jhordy?
Your boy Lil Scopic, aka OGK, aka Miguel. And we got some tales for y'all.
We're back with another Tales episode. And this one, you already read the title. We're gonna talk about how we met. But we've been doing this podcast for a minute. Speaking about doing this podcast for a minute, we've also known each other for a fat minute, and we're gonna talk about the origins of that here.
Like 15 years.
And
or so.
to preface, these two guys, they met before me in school. I came in to the school in third grade. They knew each other way before, so I'm an afterthought. I'll let them step to the stage.
Alright, so how we came into play, I was 4 or 5 pre-K.
Wait, bro, I ain't on the stage yet. Look at us.
Okay, welcome, bro. So it was pre-K, and I think this is where you take the lead.
He's like, that's where it cuts off. I don't know.
That's where it cuts off.
It's your boy looking at us. No, so basically, so we went to pre-K in 2006. And I remember Chris having the same class as me, but we weren't really homies. So there's some backlash and there's some controversy as to really went on during these days, but according to Chris, he said I was a little what was it, greedy? I was a greedy boy.
Like you wanted to keep the toys to yourself, and you lied about your age. He said he was 9 when we were in pre-K, and like I was with this dude named Jose, like Anthony.
Yeah.
I remember we were thinking like this guy's an asshole, bro. So we just didn't play with you, and that was it.
But y'all were also assholes. Y'all were no better because I remember this one time at lunch, bro. We was eating them smokers PB&J, them circles. It was them grape and jellies.
Bangers, bro. Wow.
And like, bro, I just remember eating that mug. You say it's a banger, but I remember eating that mug. You were like, ew, he's eating that shit. He's eating the poop. And I was just like, like, fuck you guys, man. I don't even think I ate it that day. Like, I was like, fuck these guys. I'm not eating it now.
Yeah.
Nah, but kids are mean, man.
Got bullied. That's crazy.
Oh man, fuck. So that was second grade. No, that was pre-K. My fucking bad. Oh man, no, that was pre-K. But in kindergarten, I also had you in the same fucking class again. But I don't really recall you in there, bro. We had Miss Crawford.
Yeah, I didn't click.
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we clicked until like I think it was second grade, bro.
Yeah. That's
yeah, because it was just little like, oh, I know that guy. I think our moms knew each other more than we knew each other. Like honestly, they'd probably drop us off at the same door and they'd be like, oh, that's crazy, bro. And so like, yeah.
But do you
Second
know
grade.
you know how because second grade you guys clicked and you guys talk about how like you guys were seen as like the duo and like and people thought you guys looked alike too.
We were inseparable.
And and you mentioned the story of like people even messed up your grading because your handwriting was similar, and it's like, oh, I thought but it's interesting.
Yeah, we had a lot of similarities, man.
Because even though that was in second grade and I came into the school in third grade, I remember there was like you guys were clicking enough to where like I was like, oh, those two guys are homies. Like those are
really?
Yeah. I remember like I had that conception of like, oh, that's a duo. That same conception that you guys thought about in second grade, like it was still there like later on, when I came in.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something, bro?
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
What's up,
Do you think the relationship was rude to the max because we were both mad in love with the same shit?
Oh wow, I don't think so.
I don't think. How often do you guys even talk about that though?
Not often.
Yeah,
we just talked about it twice in the past hour, but no, it's okay. But in all seriousness though, I think what brewed our friendship was ultimately the same sense of humor, bro. Because it was so like distorted. You know, we laugh at like the stupidest shit, and we had like the
I can see
like for
that.
Chris and I, we had the same like outlook on life. We were both very passive, very chill, but like also goofy, you know, and funny. It's just like, nah, bro, that's not me, bro. Look at
I
us.
remember. No, bro, I don't remember having a
But
single damn
but
talk with
not only were we similar on the inside, we were also similar on the outside. We were chubby. We
him.
had long hair. The only difference was that Chris had the glasses, bro. But we
Yeah.
were the whales of the
So
grade,
like
bro.
y'all were connected by other people's perception already, and so like
Yeah, that only brought
but
us closer, I feel.
yeah, but
Whether we realized it or not.
but yeah, but like you mentioned, I do think that you guys probably did laugh a lot together, and that I'm sure that's how you guys bonded early on.
I remember, I just had this random. I just remember, it's not that random. I just remember when Miguel was taking the shit. That's like the only story I bring up when Miguel was taking the shit,
That was like
and
third
this
grade
fool
at this
got
point.
bullied because of it, man.
Just for
And
that, just for taking the shit.
yeah, he
Man,
was
those
taking
kids,
the
dude,
shit.
kids were brutal, bro. That's
It was one of
brutal.
those shits that like are embarrassing where you like
Aw,
fart real loud, you know? I
I
remember
gotcha.
this kid, his name was Kian, which we saw him not long ago. He's doing good now, but
Oh,
shit. You remember that was crazy. But yeah, no. I remember he was like, "Hey," it's crazy, right? So homie's on the left one, or where you get the extra space stall, and then I'm in the middle, and then like I think there's another kid named DeAndre to the right of me. And I
Damn,
remember
y'all
we were
talking
just
in the
going,
styles. That's great.
and I remember on my left, homie just goes, "Hey, Miguel poop farted." And the other guy, and then, like there was kids watching me through the peepholes, bro. It was just a shit show. Like what? Y'all got nothing better to do,
I
bro.
hated those fucking kids, bro. The fucking try to like, you're not funny, bro.
Isn't that
You're not
crazy?
funny.
You know what,
Like,
bro? I think it's because kids are curious, man. Kids are just
no,
curious.
no, 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 no. There was this one fool. He was just trying to be a little funny asshole. Like, bro,
Well,
stop.
that might have been me, bro.
No, 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 no. This is some other fool. Like peeking through. So I'm like, bro, stop. It's not funny.
Oh yeah, dude. I think I know what you're
I
talking
know,
about.
what I'm
We,
talking.
yeah, bro. So that was what, like second, third grade. Nothing really much going on there besides
third,
like it
third,
was cool.
wait, so we had the same shit third grade?
Yeah. But like speaking of third grade though, that's where Heber actually moved into the scene. Actually like flew in from
Yeah,
elementary to elementary. That's actually when I first
cutting that whole
peeped
shit
Heber.
out,
I
bro.
actually scoped him out and I realized, you know what? This one is one of my pack, bro. This one is one of the wolf pack. Like the hangover where the guy's like, ah. No, it's a
Yeah,
guy.
so to give some context, previously
Fell in love at first sight.
I had been going to a different elementary school up to second grade, and then moved to the ones that these two fellows were at, and got to know all the people there. But I didn't get to know them until a few years later. I really get to know them until a few years
So
later.
maybe like 12 years later to really, really,
Yeah,
really, really get to know him. But
yeah, I do
yeah,
remember.
bro, it was.
No, like you said, Miguel. Like, we saw each other across the hall. You were all the way down the hall. I was all the way out the other side of the hall, like straight up, all the way, all the way. You know what I mean? I was at the end of the hall.
Definitely, bro.
You were at the other end of the hall. I remember seeing you go into your classroom. Remember seeing me go into my classroom. Is that not
Yeah,
right?
dude. It was
Straight
like I
up.
knew you existed, and I almost felt like I was gonna friend this guy at some point, but like
Okay.
it just wasn't the opportunity didn't arise, bro. Like besides recess, maybe, but still, I feel like you're more likely to be, like at least for me, I was more likely to be friends with people that were in my class, and then at
Yeah,
recess
for
that would enhance.
sure.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, so fourth grade rode along, and I think that's actually when you and Chris had the same class, fourth grade.
Well, no, no, no. Well, we had a situation where in fourth grade we would have two classes, one class for math and science, another class for reading and writing, and it's like
Right, that was fifth grade.
half and half the day, right? And we would just basically swap two classrooms, and Chris had the reading and writing in the first half of the day, and I had math and science first half of the day, and then we switched, and so I would see him like walk by each other every day, basically.
Oh,
I remember. Did you like that teacher?
Yeah, I like both of them.
Your main teacher.
Yeah,
I remember telling you that she was my favorite teacher,
really, that's a bit, a
and
lot of.
that when I'm older, that I'm gonna come back and see her.
Dang, you said that shit. That's crazy.
I feel like
No,
I said that about a couple as well.
but you know what's interesting? Chris, I do think we were friends in that year, but I don't remember hardly any interactions I had with you. Obviously, that's
What?
because like we didn't have class together.
Were you homies with anyone else in my class?
Not super tightly. No.
Oh, dude, I'm thinking of sixth grade. I'm
Yeah, you're
thinking of
thinking of
sixth
like
grade.
Sixth
fifth.
grade. Yeah, that's a different scenario where we had two classes. Very
Yeah,
different scenario.
yeah. Who my
Yeah.
teacher? What the fuck?
So there really wasn't much in fourth grade between y'all.
No, not at all. But we basically just got to see each other more. You know.
Okay, so
Right.
y'all knew y'all
Yeah.
existed at this
Yeah.
point.
More of a recognizable face.
So for those who got lost in the sauce, Chris and I know each other at this point in fourth grade, and Heber and Chris just
Yeah.
met for the first time.
And fifth grade is
And I
when I get to
fifth grade.
know both of you really well.
Right. Wait, just for just to clarify, Chris, you had Miss Patterson for English, right? Like we were all in that same
You
class?
no. It was just you and him as your homeroom. Your first because we had in fifth grade is when we started to have 5 different class periods.
Right.
And we had not stupid. I liked it,
I liked it.
but and we started each day at the same class, our homeroom class, and
Yeah.
before we would start going to periods, and you guys both had the same homeroom of
We
Miss Patterson.
did?
Yeah, you too, both of you.
Chris, you had Miss Signs?
Oh, I thought.
I did have Miss Science.
What the fuck?
Bro, no. He's lying. He's just saying that because we all had the same teachers eventually because
I
we all
saw
went
he
to.
had
Shut up, Chris. But
Dude, I had this white bitch, bro.
we all had her, bro. Anyway,
Bro, I started off with her.
5th grade,
Miss McDonald.
Who did you start off with?
Miss Marshall, science teacher.
That's not mine.
You had Miss
I know
Woods?
that's not yours. Maybe, I thought yours was Miss Patterson.
No.
Oh no, it's the one right across.
I can see the layout, right?
But that was
Right.
mine, bro.
This was Miss Science right here. And over here, Miss Patterson. Over
See.
here,
Miss Kelly.
Miss Marshall.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I had to look at it from that perspective, but yeah.
It went like this.
I'm like at where the door's at right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it went like that. The door is all the way over here.
Oh, you had Miss McDonald.
Miss McDonald was over here. This is Miss Science. Miss McDonald.
Was there anyone between Miss Signs and Miss McDonald though?
Think so.
Or there was?
There
I don't remember
wasn't.
that.
There wasn't.
No.
Okay, and there were just really long rooms. Okay, anyways. So yeah, we got to know each other really well in fifth grade.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's good, and it's really just because we started to have these 5 different classes, and so it was like an opportunity to get to know almost everybody in the grade, and so I got to know both. I had one class.
That's when fights started happening.
And so I had math class, which was the last period of the day with Miguel, and I had a writing with Chris over here, and I spoke to Chris about that class, and he said he didn't remember much. But I remember a few things from that class. Well, yeah, I'm gonna start off with Chris. We both.
I remember you, and I think that class I only remember fucking you because we just sat in the corner and do
Dude,
shit, and all we
yes.
did was laugh.
Yeah, so pretty much when the year started, they kind of assessed us in some manner, and they basically said, "You two, yeah, you're not smart enough to learn what everybody else is learning," and they put us in these dude, it was whack. It was because and so they had us on little computers. There was two computers in the corner of the classroom, and that was our station. That was what we did for the day. Meanwhile, everybody else did the class activity, and all that there was to do on these computers. This is what the activities were. You read an
station.
You read an article and you answer questions on it, and there was only about 6 articles, and so you had to keep doing the same fucking. I remember I read.
Begin reading now.
Dude, I read this article about Jupiter 3 fucking times. I'm like, dude, it's so and it was such an odd Fucking
Amelia
website.
Camellia.
Bro, did you like break up meteorites?
What? Did I break up meteorites?
Yeah.
What do you
Do you
mean?
guys remember like this English thing? Like there was a chameleon. God, that was
You speaking
telepath.
gibberish, bro.
That
But
was
yeah, but basically, yeah, that's literally what we would do, and we had to be quiet, but we would just fucking like we would just talk and like laugh all day, pretty much.
Do you remember what we talked about?
Fucking anything and everything because, like, or I don't know, not anything and everything, but aside,
Anything and everything.
but like, dude, we had free reign, dude. We weren't doing shit the entire class period for the entire year.
Dude, we didn't do shit the whole year,
The
right?
whole year. And I remember the kids would complain because we didn't have to do shit.
Dude,
They would complain. That's what.
how did we get graded on that?
No idea, bro. But we fucking made it.
dude, the star test, bro. My boy Chris failed that shit twice, bro. Or
What?
no, you failed it the one time. You remember those kids that had to like fucking retake the
Uh,
star test and shit?
I
Because it was
remember.
fifth grade. You wouldn't move on to the next grade if you didn't pass them.
The
And I
STAR
remember,
test is our state test to pass.
yeah, and I remember this one kid. I know his name. And I just remember he like saw his shit, and he just looked at. He got an F. He just flicked off the announcements and put his head down, bro. Like,
But I would like to mention,
it's crazy.
I'm pretty sure I heard a
Like-
few, I heard a few years ago that like state tests are like trying to be weaned out as if like they're not trying to be a thing anymore.
there's so much controversy about them now, but I used
Yeah,
to find them
they're
so
fucking
cool.
Stupid.
I used to find them so cool, bro.
They're
I used to like.
stupid, bro.
I used to play with my action
Straight
figures
up.
and make them take star tests and shit to make them suffer. I don't know, bro. That shit's funny as fuck. But
That's
Dude.
funny.
I like star tests, dude.
At this point, Manny comes into our lives.
Yes. dude.
That's correct.
That's so
Bro.
true.
all right. Yo, man.
Damn, most of my memories
That
with
was
Manny
that
are
bad.
7th grade, but yeah, he did come in earlier. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
dude. Like
What?
that dude and I clicked instantly, bro. That was
Yeah,
going back
we-
to the
We did click.
Chris's intuition, bro. Clicking with homies. I was like,
Because,
that dude got held back at least 3 years, bro. That was for my first
That
fucking.
fool was just tall, bro.
Straight up just
Yeah.
tall, bro.
But he was a funny guy.
But look, when we were talking about earlier, I remember. Wow, that's kind of weird. I remember being a super shy kid and him being a very outgoing guy. Like that's in my head, that's an extra.
Manny? Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Absolutely.
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Compared to me, I feel like I'm just a shy kid, right? But this was my homie. Like I feel like that was
Yeah, y'all clicked super hard in middle school too. The 7th grade at least.
damn.
Yeah, I fell off 8th grade, but
Yeah,
That's
we
the
did.
story.
Then we started making fun of him. But like that's besides the point. What's it called? But that's wild. Wow, Manny came in, dude. Wow, I remember doing some class work with him, and he's not part of the story. Let's go back to
But
Heber.
yeah. I mean that's basically all that we but like outside of the class, we had our at our gym class and like music and art classes. I do remember experiences where we connected more, Chris, in that stuff, like you mentioned, me and Marcos and like we were talking about like Call of Duty zombies and stuff,
Dude, wow.
and so
I remember-
gaming is what also brought us together.
Gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming is what brought us.
It's what
Dude,
kind of kept us together too for a while too. You know,
'Cause
even
7th
though
grade.
like I entered the scene a little later than y'all, but
Mm.
when I dove into it, it kind of
Yeah, because that was 8th grade, and 8th grade is when we had no classes with either of us, except I had choir with Chris, but that was it.
that was it, bro.
That was
Like
it.
I only
Like, we
saw y'all
couldn't
because of
connect.
Panther Day, bro.
Yeah, straight up, like one day of the year, like straight up.
Yeah,
And that's
if
when
you
we
didn't get
hang.
any write-ups or any
fucking hang
referrals,
that day,
bro, like
that's-
you got this one day where you could just like go around the school and just talk to each other with all the kids in the grade, because this was when both middle schools combined, so there was so much fucking rugrats running around, bro. There was so much kids everywhere, bro. Shit. But yeah.
But I was remembering
That's just
like
crazy.
how with Marcos we were just going. Okay, it was. I think maybe Robert was there, but I remember walking up to the swing set, and you guys were talking about crawlers and how they were super hard to kill. And I think you guys lost to a crawler, and I remember I wasn't really good at the game, but I wanted to fit in. So I was talking about
I
it.
thought you were pretty good.
Oh, I
Now
don't
you
know.
got him in one shot. Look at this.
Nah, like I remember because we ended up playing, you know, and I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty good.
I played, bro. I haven't played zombies in so long. Oh. We played so much video games together.
Yeah. A
I
lot of
got
the fun and shit. Man.
unhealthy amount.
Oh, well, yeah, it seems that way, right? But it's really just, I think it's really just because, like, a child's mind is so, like, focused and, like, fucking zoned into that shit that they're like, you know, it's like, yeah.
Right.
But I remember.
Obsessive.
Yeah,
Did you have I recollect, like I remember you being having what the fuck? I remember you having Miss McDonald with me, or was that wrong?
I had Miss McDonald with Miguel. That's where I bonded with Miguel in 5th grade.
Yeah, in 5th grade. That's
Who
right.
else did you have
Dude, that's crazy.
in that class?
Oh, Humberto, Emily, and that's like the only people I remember because they were at my desk, and because like we had projects together.
So y'all bonded in 5th grade because y'all were like at the back of the class, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
y'all were
yeah,
like the
yeah.
dummies.
We literally like this the entire year in that class. Like what the fuck? Like, there was it was Jhordy. Jhordy was the other fool. Jhordy was the other guy. Jhordy was with us.
He was in my class. That's
Dude,
right.
Jhordy was. It was 3 of us. Jhordy was the 3rd fool. Ah shit.
Y'all were that dumb.
And whenever
Holy shit.
and because there was 2 computers and one person had to get the Chromebook.
Dude, that fool couldn't even speak English.
Dude, yeah, we were with Jhordy, my boy. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, the image of him came into my head with his older sister.
I don't know what the fuck she was like.
Bro, that bitch was bad.
But Miguel, you're not wrong. I actually like now that you mention it, I do remember like speaking to Jhordy and I'm like, oh okay, this guy's like low key like still learning how to like a little bit of English. Huh? You know?
Yeah, I believe he said he was from Laredo.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy, bro.
I was gonna say I just remember Heber being in a constant state of like this because he was just laughing.
Oh,
Dude, no,
oh, dude,
no,
'cause
for
we had to
real
be
though.
quiet.
Laughing was like impetuous, bro.
Dude,
Like,
oh,
is that the right word to use? Like, it was just addictive.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, and to kind of go towards like events that me and Miguel had in 5th grade.
Dude, are you bringing that same one up?
Dude, laughing went over the board.
Dude,
Like,
the pissing really began in this age era, bro.
we were making when I say over the board, we were making a board game and we were laughing
Yes,
so
he does
fucking
remember. Let's
hard.
go.
Motherfucker pissed himself.
Dude, you know why though? Because we were all doing a fart challenge, and I remember like Hero was like, and, like one of the other kids, Anthony was like, like I just remember like I think Humberto was there too. I think Humberto couldn't do it.
Oh my
And then I think there was like a couple. Oh, Nicholas, remember Nicholas, bro, the little guy with glasses. Yeah, bro, he was in our group. We were just all fucking dying, bro. And I remember mine was the last time I went, and then like the Miss McDonald was like, "Okay, everybody," and then like one of the girls was like, "Ew." And, like I just remember like muerto de la risa, bro. I was pissing myself everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Because I was about to say like, oh, 6th grade is when we really started dying, but 5th grade we had a lot of good, like hard laughing moments.
Have you ever been in the struggle where you pissed yourself and you have khakis on?
Oh my
Like,
God.
bro, that happened to me 3 times, bro. Like,
Low-key, I can see it, bro.
khakis are not for being elementary, bro.
Straight up. It's you with khakis, bro. Like that's literally the image, bro. Like,
Oh my god, it is.
Oh,
What the fuck? Dude, did I talk to you in 5th grade, you know?
I feel like I didn't.
I feel like we did, but not like as much as Heber and I did, bro. But like, yeah, I feel like I hung out with Manny more though in 5th grade.
We both hang out with man.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
y'all,
right.
Yeah, y'all clicked.
But that was like 7th grade though.
But
Nah.
at this, I was going to Heber's house, right?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, maybe. Y'all had a little gaming thing where y'all would go.
Yeah, low key, yeah. Because I think.
I went to Heber's house the first
All
time in
with
6th grade.
AJ, Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when the board game shit came into play, and that y'all went over. Oh my god!
I
That
remember
yeah.
we were watching Carrie, bro.
No,
Yeah,
what
so we
we
had to make another board game in sixth grade, is what Chris is talking about.
Oh, y'all did?
oh fuck
Wait, we did?
me.
Yeah, that's the
No,
one where we came together.
because fifth grade.
Oh. Oh
Fifth
yeah.
grade was kind of a lamer board game, but yeah.
Dude, I
I
remember
made it with
Anthony had the
Robert.
handwriting. Oh, you're right. I remember now.
What do you say?
I made it with Robert, because that
Oh,
was Chris McDonald. So
you guys. Okay, you guys had. Oh, okay. So you did it with Robert, really? Okay. So you had Robert with me. Okay.
Chow,
Sounds like
someone
a fun
else.
group too.
Yeah, sounds like a fun group too. Yeah.
It was some panda shit. She was lame.
But yeah, like, but on to that sixth grade board game though that we did in
Yeah.
math class. You guys remember what we called it?
What we
It
call
was
it?
like
El
it was like
Cholos.
ladders
Like
and
no,
shit,
it was
no?
like Los Cholos.
But we didn't call it that
Yeah,
because
but we were trying to call it that though. We were
yeah,
trying to call it Los Cholos.
Los Cholos, yeah.
We were just naming it because of our group. We were naming it because of our group, bro. It's funny. Oh man, but yeah, that's where we all came together. There's probably pictures still that you can resurface from those times, man. Because that's when
Probably not,
phones
though.
became a thing in our lives.
Oh word, bro! I had my iPhone 3G. I remember going to Heber's house and my iPhone 3G getting locked forever at his house.
Yeah, dude, he
Damn.
forgot his passcode and he couldn't remember, bro.
Oh my
He
god.
could not remember, and it straight and after enough tries, no more chances.
Damn.
And I remember it was forever stuck, and like it had the like you could still see the music thing on there, playing type shit. Oh man, that's so sad, dude. You never got back into it. You literally never got back into it, bro. That's
I
fucking
don't
No
know
crazy.
way.
who that.
Yeah,
No,
he straight up no, he never got back into it, bro.
Oh man. At
that
least
was
there
my
wasn't a lot on there,
That's so,
right?
damn, bro, that's crazy. You had an iPhone 3G. That's pretty cool, bro.
yeah.
That's
Was
pretty
that the only
cool.
iPhone you had?
It's pretty cool, bro.
What iPhone was that? It was a hand-me-down, but from who? Where did I get that from?
I feel like you said it was from one of your brothers.
Probably.
Must have been.
Damn.
No clue where that phone came from, but I remember I played Doodle Jump on that, Temple Run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I remember sixth grade was the first time I went to Heber's house. And then Chris came over. And AJ
Did
came
we-
over.
Oh,
All right.
I was like, did we do that for the board game type of
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I know Miguel usually like he wasn't one to like come over type shit, you know.
Yeah.
And so it had to be like, you know, it has to be reason that you're coming over almost.
You're
And so-
right.
And so it's
You're
like this was
right.
the reason, the board game, and yeah.
The board game brought us together, bro.
Dude, I remember Miguel being super excited.
Yeah, because I was playing GTA 5 for the first time.
Oh shit.
And
but
I just remember, like,
even
He
'cause-
had Fun Dip, and I was fucking it up with the Fun Dip, bro.
but like
And I remember
I remember when you
He
because
had fireworks.
you showed up to the house before Chris did. You were like the first one there.
I was excited, bro.
Dude, this fool was excited. He
Showed
started
up like 2 hours early, bro.
bro, this guy went to my closet, grabbed my goggles, started making some funny faces and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He came out while I was on the phone with you, like because you were about to pull up, and I'm looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't have friends growing up. Look at that. No, but dude, I remember I saw the fireworks, bro. I was like, we gotta blow up this fucking.
Oh yeah, so I
this
had a bunch of
fucking board game,
fireworks. I had a bunch of fireworks in my closet like every year, just cause like leftovers from like July 4th of July, which is coming up. And so yeah, they saw him, got intrigued.
I remember every year after that, I asked you for 4th of July, are you gonna blow them up, bro? Like, dude, I don't even know if you. I think you told me you did just to shut me up at one point, bro. To be honest, that's so funny though, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, but that board game definitely brought us together. I remember we were watching Carrie, bro, and we were just showing Chris some like things I used to like just record myself saying on the phone,
Wow.
and like Chris was like, "What the fuck is this?" I remember one of them was like, "My ass," and then Chris just started dying laughing. I remember we were watching Carrie.
Yeah, I remember when we were watching and like a bunch of tampons fell out of her fucking locker.
But who
I
didn't
thought-
know what that was?
It was me. I thought because
Oh.
they look like fucking scrolls. I'm like, what the fuck are a bunch of scrolls doing in her fucking shit? And so y'all made fun of me because I didn't know what the fuck tampons were.
We
And
just all looked
and
at
I
each
was-
other like
But no, because I was so like, nah, bro, those are fucking scrolls. Y'all are tripping.
diplomas.
Yeah. I was like, y'all are tripping, bro. That's not at all what that is, but it probably was.
He probably was on.
Like that's what the story's about too, you know. But yeah,
Right. She's a senior. Wait, no, she's
I
a
think
junior looking at us.
I think the
first
only
period
one that
section.
knew what it was
Yeah,
Robert, and
Robert was like pretty much the only one that knew. Yeah,
yeah, and I think we just went along with it.
yeah. Straight up,
No,
yeah.
I knew what it was,
Oh,
bro. I grew up with a
sorry.
big sister, bro.
Yeah, Chris knew. I meant
Oh,
Miguel knew. Yeah.
fuck.
It was
Oh,
just
fuck.
funny. Like, holy shit. So you didn't know what that was either, Chris? Wow.
And
I
I'm the
never
one.
knew this.
And I'm the one who got
That makes sense.
the.
So how? I mean, yeah, I
But
get
yeah.
it. But yeah, that board game definitely brought us together, and some of the other homies in that
But
circle too, for some time being after.
but yeah, but really just
Yeah.
but the whole that whole sixth grade class though, you know, it was interesting because I mean, even though we knew that we all knew each other in fifth grade, we didn't all three of us like really hang too much, just because like Miguel wasn't into gaming and like you know, but then it's like sixth grade, you know, we all had this math class together, and so we went
And
ham, we went crazy.
that
Oh
was
fuck.
the last time we had a class together.
That's crazy. That was the
All
last
three of
time.
us.
Yeah, all three of us in one class. That was the last time, bro.
That's insane, dude. Because
I
we
remember.
didn't have anything like that again until we started working together.
Yeah, that's interesting because I guess because I always had this assumption like, oh, it'll happen. I always had this assumption like, oh, we'll probably have a class all together. But like once I got to high school, it's like, okay, Miguel's not picking the classes. We're picking GG.
But like, I feel like I did have y'all, but no, it was just
It was
individual.
yeah straight up just individual. Yeah.
It was lunch.
Damn.
That was it.
Lunch. We had lunch. That's how we knew each other.
Oh yeah, straight
That's
up
how that's
every
how we
year,
hang.
huh?
That's how we hanged in high school. Lunch.
Cause
Yeah,
did we?
but
I made
but
it too late. I made it too late to game with y'all. Like I was too late.
I mean, too late.
but I
Cause I
mean, in
Oh,
made
high
it
school, we'd
with
hang out
y'all.
outside of school too and shit though. We'd smoke weed and sip lean and do dumb shit.
but that's after like that's
I
sophomore
was
year.
freshman year, bro.
No, it was at the end of freshman year.
Yeah, at the end of freshman year, second
And then
semester,
yeah,
you're
and
right.
so that's when it no last day of school. But that's
No,
when okay,
the
fine.
lean
Oh no,
was
you're right.
before.
You're right. Okay, whatever. But yeah, but that's when the mischiefness came in. But yeah,
When did that happen? Like
what
when did we start doing
mischief?
shit?
Yeah, yeah. And so I've thought about that, and I want to think that it's summer or freshman year, but Miguel doesn't want to think that. But because but that's because I remember like
I would walk to Chris's house just to hang out, and I was okay with that, you know.
Wow, you did.
And he lives like kind of a distance.
but like yo freshman year Halloween of freshman year we were
Uh-huh.
trying to smoke weed. We were literally we had a plan and we
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
execute.
Halloween.
Halloween of freshman year we wanted to all do it and we didn't get around to it till second semester
Yeah, straight up. It didn't take long after.
Because Miguel couldn't find a plug, bro.
Yeah, and then Chris helped me out with it.
And we kind of saw Miguel as like the guy who was gonna hook us up, but he just didn't. He
I'd
j-
never hooked
he
y'all
just
up. I mean, eventually I did, but Chris
he, he
was
threw a facade
rudimentally the
of
one
I got y'all.
that knew somebody and
Yeah,
that brought, that into the mix. Which I mean, he scammed me the first time, but I don't blame him. I would have scammed me too, bro.
but
But I
didn't you
mean,
also? But that's also karma because you scammed somebody for like your first like.
hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. That's more like a hurt people type
Oh, you don't know
situation.
about
But
because he still don't know you scammed him. Shut the fuck up.
no, I got a
But like,
job not long after. Okay.
what was the conversation?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was. I think it was straight up like.
Oh,
I
it was
think
because
okay.
in middle school, Heber and I would play games, and he'd be like, "I just want weed, bro. Give me
Oh,
weed."
okay.
And I
Well,
was
this is
like,
part of it.
"Bro, I can't give it to you. I wanted to be this plug, man,
So,
dude.
yeah, so part of
Thought
it,
that shit was cool, but
yeah.
I was being dumb and shit.
And Miguel asked me about this like a few weeks ago. Um, but yeah,
I wanted to be
part of it was like the meme of 420, you know, because that was very popular for me. Uh, and it's like and also the fact that like I was massively depressed in middle school, and so like it was just kind of like, bro, I don't really care, you know, like bro, let's just fucking do it,
Yeah.
you know. And so there was like even though I was joking about wanting the weed, I was also like a little serious. Like, yo, I don't like just fucking
But
do
it
it, man.
makes sense though, cause like I technically did get introduced to that shit before y'all, like cigarettes and K2 and drinking and
Yeah,
shit.
and so I was like, maybe this will kind of like hook it up, you know, like real, like
Yeah.
because before that there was no conception of like that even being a real possibility of even like trying something like that.
But you knew. I remember one time you said this one kid just had marijuana in his pocket in class, bro. In like Miss McDonald's class. I still remember his name and everything.
What the fuck? I don't. I'm gonna still
But
lie to you,
yeah,
bro,
dude.
because I don't remember
That
his
was.
name. Yeah.
But yeah, and then it's like we went into high school because really there wasn't much in middle school, and I
Middle
had
school,
Chris. Huh?
I think middle school we just didn't do much, right?
Well, I disagree because we had choir, Chris. I felt
We
well.
had quite.
Yeah, so there was like seventh grade choir wasn't really something. It was
And
literally
Chris didn't have a PS4 either.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either I would game with Heber or I just like knew Chris,
Yeah.
and like we were in a kid group chat, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
At
think the
best.
only thing that kept us together is the group chats.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
group chats and then lunch in high school.
Yeah, and then we knew where to meet up first day of school type shit. Though I only remember seeing Heber. Yeah. So we enter high school.
What?
And
It's because he's
Wait,
he said he
wait,
said
wait.
he said we knew where to meet up, but realistically, it's just that sometimes in the morning I would see Miguel and we would talk for a while.
because you were right in the fucking entrance, bro. Everyone passed you.
What do you mean?
You would wait like right there in the entrance, bro. Like as soon as you enter the school, you just turn your back against the wall and boom,
High
you're facing
school?
the end. Yeah, bro. Not every day, but like, there were times when you would do that and I would just, hey, it's fucking Hebrew. I'd just walk up to you. You'd be like, like maybe a couple
Oh,
days
waiting at the door to the classroom.
at the classroom. Oh, that too. That
Well,
too.
like yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna wait until they open the doors.
But no, I
Like, who
remember
the
like,
fuck am I gonna talk to?
maybe I'm just making that up. I don't, I'm
Nah,
like
like you're
pretty
not
certain.
wrong. Like I do remember, like just fucking standing and waiting.
Yeah, you would just stand there like on your
Yeah,
phone or
because I'm
some
like,
shit.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to
And
do.
like you had this phase of having your hair all the way to here and shit. You just dress like an emo boy and like you just funny to me, bro.
Oh, okay, you thought of it almost in that sense, or like
Uh,
that, or like
it's just
that was
I'm
your
just taking it
perception.
back.
That was your perception, I guess.
I'm just taking it back to who you are now physically. Obviously, like, all around you've
No,
developed
again,
so
your
much, but like I'm
perception.
just remembering who we were and then like taking it back. So I was freshman year, right? So for Chris, I remember I had Chris in geography with Mr. Irani.
Oh my gosh.
And like that's like where Chris and I low key like locked in like for real. Because like I remember that's when
For
we
real,
planned
for
about
real.
sipping
For
lean.
real, for
For
real.
real, for real. Nah, I feel like we were
Yeah.
mad homie. Okay,
Because
maybe,
that's
maybe,
when
Yeah,
maybe for real, for real.
because I remember
yeah.
this one time I was laughing so hard I started wheezing and like Chris found that shit funny, bro.
That shit was
So
hilarious.
sad.
I don't know what I was laughing at, but I just
You were laughing at Nazar.
oh yeah. There was a kid in our class that like he was just
Oh, was it the fish thing he said?
wait, what fish thing? Say it again.
Because you guys told me that Nazar said the most outlandish thing to
Oh,
Mr.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
Irani.
would.
Okay. I think it's like, fuck. It was like.
We just repeat shit like I remember like the teacher would be like they would sell pencils, papers, and erasers, and his I would be like erasers. Like
Oh,
he
he
would
was
just
just
like
okay. You're right. Nazar was just generally a funny guy.
like he would just
Bro,
like express
his
he wouldn't
reactions
keep
were
it in
funny.
here. He would let it out, and like sometimes it was so out of pocket, but we ran along because it was multiple times in one class session, bro. He
Bro,
was
bro, I had your ass again. Hey, Mr. Ronnie, right? With Cleto?
no, and that was
Prescott.
that no, bro, you didn't. But I know what you're talking about. I had you and Mr. Prescott, but not Mr. Ronnie.
Oh, fuck me.
That's where y'all met Gletho, bro. Prescott.
No, I met Cleto and Prescott, and then Chris
Oh.
probably met him in
Oh,
Ronnie.
Chris wasn't in there? Oh.
I actually introduced y'all to Cleto, I believe. Well,
Oh,
it's kind
you
of
did. You
yeah,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
yeah. Because I remember
Yeah,
I
he did.
saw him in the class. This was June. This was senior year already though, so like we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. But
High school's all.
but I just
Nah.
remember like this fool with gold rings and like he didn't look. He already had a tattoo and shit. He just looked different from the crowd. And I was like, this
Damn, he
fool
had a
low key.
tan.
I gotta know this fool's story, bro. So I just remember, what's up? I introduced myself and shit. And then from there on, you know, he knew how to get stuff and shit. And I
Yeah,
was
I
like, yep, this
mean,
is the homie. You know,
yeah,
and
he
like
had
it was a
quite the
cool cat.
history he told us about. But yeah,
Yeah, bro, that was senior year, and then Chris also knew him, and then I guess we all planned to hang out, and then that's. So how did you know him, Heber?
Cleto?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like you didn't have him in the class.
no, like straight up, like my first time talking to him was when we
Yeah.
hanged with him, when you guys invited him to hang. Like that
Wow,
was straight up
bro,
my first time interacting with that guy.
that's crazy.
I was remembering that time when all the Spanish speakers would have to be taken out of class, and we all speak Spanish, by the way. So
Oh, this is sixth
and
grade.
yeah, six, I think so.
Oh
And
I'm
I
going
man,
to
remember,
middle school.
they
shit went
separated us
down.
because we just couldn't stop
Bro,
laughing.
dude, okay,
Yeah.
so we went in, so everybody went into this classroom, and it's like essentially checking if you can fucking speak English. And so, or no, they were checking if you could speak Spanish. and and
Like real good.
yeah, and they were playing, yeah, straight up, and they were playing these recordings on these fucking shitty ass recording devices. And that's why we were laughing so fucking hard, is because these motherfuckers sounded so crazy we could barely understand us, because it was also because we
Straight
were
up, bro. We
laughing.
were these fucking Mexican kids separated from their class mid session and fucking put in the science lab. And like they paired us in a table with like you, me, and I think it was Anthony Montes.
Bro,
And we all had to like share
dude,
headphones from this
dude,
fucking machine, bro.
they got fed up, bro. They
Dude, it's
got
because I
fed
kept
up.
repeating it in Spanish, like "on with the lipa," and like I just remember being like so goofy, and we all like were fucking around with it, and we're just like,
It's crazy how like upset they were though. I remember they were really upset, bro.
really? I didn't pay attention. My back
Yeah.
was faced against them, so I couldn't see them. What
No,
was it like in your perception? Because you were in
cause
front of me.
I remember I would see their face and the way they would look at us, and I'm like, bro, they're on our asses. And then
From the
and then
start, like I feel like as soon as we entered, they looked at us right. I really do, bro.
type shit. But
We
it
were
got
like,
worse. But it got progressively worse as the more we fucking laughed. And then
yeah,
the bitch started moving to us. She's like, I'm like, it's
slowly
over.
but
I'm like, oh, it's
surely.
over. They're walking to us, bro. It's over. But
They're just like,
but yeah, but on that note, there were also other moments where in sixth grade, our teacher, uh, she would get really upset with us. She would get really
dude,
upset
we
with us.
weren't passing at one point. Like we had to stay for like after school tutoring,
Yeah,
even.
and so that was like yeah. So it was mainly just me and you, Miguel, and that after school tutoring, and but but on that note, it gave her the chance to like talk to us a little bit more on a personal level, and
Yeah,
like
dude.
and there was this moment
He
where,
died.
huh?
Where we got a class pen. I was like,
Oh,
it's a fucking rat, not a hamster.
Nah, didn't she die?
yes, dude.
Yeah, she passed away.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yes, man. I was very
Yeah,
upset to
dude.
hear, and but because I do, I'm very fond of the woman, and we saw her son in high school, and I
He
was like,
was a
oh,
funny guy. He was like a drummer with long hair, and like you could barely see his face, but he just had like,
dude, this guy. Did you ever talk to him, Miguel?
uh, I think I asked him like a question one time in high school because he was a senior when we were freshmen, I believe. But that's
Yeah,
about it. I think
yeah.
I sat with him
But
one
I
time.
I asked that because you call him a funny guy, but it's really you're saying he's a funny guy from his appearance.
No, I remember one time like
Oh, okay.
she
Yeah,
she brought him
that's.
to class or some shit. Our
Oh
teacher,
no, he's a silly
and I
guy.
just remember one time like she was like, introduce yourself, his name, and then he was just like,
That's what's
and
up.
his hair was just like this, bro. Like
Oh, okay.
he was
He's a
like,
silly guy. My fault. But
it was just a funny dude.
But
Like
back to the moment where we were in after school tutoring, we would
yeah,
so basically we were reading a little tiny short story, and as we were reading it, we would just laugh at every single thing in this short story because it was so
Dude, it
stupid.
was stupid. It was about a fucking squirrel that can glide from tree to tree.
I thought it was about some rat or something. But dude, it was a very ridiculous fable. I tell
It
you.
looked like the fucking class pet, bro. Like that shit was so funny.
And so we
Rosie?
bro, we were dying. Bro, no. Hear me out, bro. Cause bro, this is after school tutoring and we're supposed to be finished. We're supposed to be reading this shit. And we can't even get past the first few sentences, bro. We're dying. We're dying so hard. We can't speak. And she gets fed up. She's like, nah, all right, let's stop. Let's stop right now. What's so funny? She's like, I genuinely want to know what's so funny. Cause she couldn't click with us.
She couldn't click with us. Like we weren't letting her. Dude, you're so right, dude. It got to the point where we'd be like
we'd be like, bro, dude.
And like to make matters worse, we had to be next to each other, bro. Oh my god,
bro. But you know what made it funnier? When we couldn't stop laughing, dude. That made it even funnier because we're like, bro, we're fucked.
It was like one of those times when you shouldn't be laughing, but you know how it is.
Straight up, we couldn't. We like it was like a very like, bro, stop laughing, and we could not stop laughing. But and so that made it even fucking harder to stop laughing. But basically, we ended up telling her what was so funny.
What was it? We just pointed at the picture,
dude,
no?
You told her, Miguel. You were like, you basically explained what was happening in the story, and it was just that. It was just.
I'm just laughing about how the square. Like I lied to her,
and
then,
like,
right?
no, you genuinely explained what was funny to us. You like, I was like, yeah, that's straight up why we're laughing, like straight up. And and she didn't understand, but she said she understood.
Yeah, she was nice enough to like be like, boys will be boys type shit, you know? And like, yeah, she was man, rest her soul, man. She was one of those teachers I wanted to go back to one day type shit.
Absolutely. And I really appreciated her because I knew that she really appreciated us and I knew that she really, really cared for us. And it was really making an effort to better us as people.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I don't know if it was like on her secret agenda that we didn't know about, or if she just genuinely was that like wholehearted. Dude, but like,
yeah, dude. And I remember she was talking about her story too, and about how just a year prior she had just finished up college, and
college.
Yes,
holy
dude.
Shit.
I remember throughout elementary I would see her. She was around. She was always hustling and shit. And she literally like mentioned that, and I'm like, I'm literally having these images of when I saw her in these past years. I'm like, I don't know that lady, but she's hustling, And so like now, now she's my teacher, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy when you like think about your teacher. Like, dude, I always saw them, but I never thought I was gonna have them, motherfucker.
Yeah, and so
remember, like,
but yeah, like you mentioned, at the end of the year, she said like. She's like, I hope y'all the ones who taking care of me when I'm on my deathbed. Y'all gonna be the ones that essentially take over the world. Help the world progress. And
sad, bro, because my brother probably would have had her too, because he literally had that same home room.
Yeah,
but like, it was a different teacher.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Kevin had her, bro. And like, cause I remember like my sister brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, she passed away. She's like, cause Kevin was in the back seat.
No, bro. There's no way Kevin had her, bro.
Well, like he must have knew her, cause she
must have changed grades, maybe. You're right.
But yeah, back to she was and so I had genuine thoughts like of coming back and telling her like what I'm up to, and how I'm contributing to the world, because I knew that that's what she would love to hear, is how a kid that she helped in, and I wanted to tell her like in all the manners that she genuinely like affected me, and like and like I genuinely saw that she was trying to help in such an amazing manner. But yeah,
dude, one time I was just like, I guess I just remember walking outside a lot as a kid by myself. Like at a young age, my folks would let me go walk about. It's kind of crazy. Like,
it's really neighborhood, it's by the school. But yeah.
I guess so, but I couldn't imagine doing that with my little bro today, dude. It's crazy.
Makes sense.
I don't know if that's just like individual shit or like times have changed, but
maybe, I don't know.
I just remember this one time, bro. Like I walked around and like I saw that she was getting to her car. I just wanted to like say hi to her, bro, because I felt sad and I just wanted a homie to talk to.
Damn, dude.
I remember just running to the minivan she drove, and she just drove off. But I was just like, I like kneeled on the grass, and I was like,
No, it sucks because I was pretty confident that I would end up going back and telling her like what's up with my life, you
same,
know.
like after high school type shit, like, hey, we're still
And so
homies,
it
like,
really sucks that like that was the one teacher that I was like 100% sure I'm gonna go tell like what I'm at, but like it sucks.
dude, you could have hard as fuck.
Well, it's okay. The people in the audience heard me.
I know. It's just funny to us because you just go mute, but you're still talking. And no, but for sure though, dude. Like,
I think the guy who had a pretty big impact on me was Mr. Prescott.
Yeah.
I really liked him because how like he was very like himself, like how he carried himself. I remember thinking about his posture a lot. I really like how he sat. He's
oh
like
yeah,
he had really good posture.
you're
I'm like,
right.
yeah, and I like how he talked.
Yeah, no, there was so many parts of Mr. Prescott that I admired as a person, and yeah, absolutely. Mm.
I was just thinking about like when his wife
His
died.
dedication, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was thinking about that like I think last week, like you know, like you just straight up his dedication to it and shit, you know. But yeah, how much he actually cared, and yeah,
I,
Yeah, dude. I remember this one time I almost wanted to confide to him about something, but I was like, I don't know why I didn't. But
Peruski.
he was that like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
trustworthy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Chris?
yeah, it's like with Heber with that teacher. Like I would like to go back to him. You know,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
actually talk to him, but like genuinely talk to him.
Yeah, that yeah, yeah, for me that's more so like know him as a person.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about? Like who are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I feel
And you
like I
know,
have like a 3 hour conversation
and
with
like
man, bro.
and you know, I think not to toot my own horn, but I'm
I
pretty
hope my
sure.
bro has him, bro.
But yeah, I hope so. But I'm pretty sure I was like the person that asked the most questions in that government class, and and uh and it's like even then I wish I would ask even more, you know, like cause there's just so much, there's just so much, you know.
Yeah, he was very passionate about what he talked about.
Yeah, yeah.
When he gave us that
And so yeah,
pamphlet,
and he gave me really great answers all the time, and I'm like,
oh
oh,
shit, yeah.
fucking amazing. Oh, that's a lot. That's a far monologue, but thank you.
That's a good teacher. Like he's a
Mm-hmm.
good teacher.
Oh, 100%.
And I think we don't talk about it. I think like we're on talk. We just haven't gone over how much time I spent singing with Heber over the course of my life,
Holy
bro.
shit.
Like
Let's talk about that a bit because this is one thing that we've been talking about. You know, we've had choir class together pretty much our entire life, almost
yeah,
entire life.
since seventh grade, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11. At
Yeah,
least 5 years of our lives, you know.
and of course, you know, elementary plays or whatever.
Yeah, I
But
True,
was
true.
I was in choir since fifth grade, and I stopped junior year. Or yeah, definitely. I've always been in choir, but that was definitely, and Heber was mainly a bass. He was bass. I was getting up to speak.
yeah, well, they called it a bass in middle school, but it was just a baritone. Like, there's no way you could be a fucking bass.
Yeah, hey, bro.
but
But when we got to
but
high
yeah,
school,
yeah.
but like I just remember. Oh, remember Mr. Wagner?
Yeah, of course. That's
Oh
like
yeah,
because that was the first time I was experiencing not to diss on our seventh grade teacher, but like
she was ass.
she wasn't able to hold the class down, and this was a and because this wasn't a varsity choir, you know, varsity choir required you to have already been in a year. This is just people trying shit out, fooling around, right? So it's not gonna be as focused. But Mr. Wagner, that first year, he made those motherfuckers into fucking chorused, you know?
Man,
Men. He made them into men the first year. And I really wish we could have had him in our first year too, because we went into that class, bro. We went in from seventh and eighth to eighth grade. These guys were fucking OP to us. We were
bro.
like, bro,
Bro, that's when I met Koi.
Yeah, Koi. I was like, bro, these
Nice
motherfuckers.
Koi.
Because he was right in
Yeah.
front of me. We're like, bro, these guys are fucking good. That's when I was like, bro, I gotta fucking up my game. I gotta
Ponete
focus.
las pilas.
Yeah, but it was also crazy because it was such a drastic change from seventh grade choir. There was structure, there was practices, there was everything that choir is supposed to be.
Why did we keep going? Why did you sign up for choir?
Me personally, because I fucked with it. But like Chris, I know you, like I feel like you put less effort into it over the years. I feel,
Definitely.
or just
I
cared a
think
lot less. And me, I had a lot more care for it, a large care for it,
I
and
think
Yeah.
I think I think it stopped junior year. Like it was like this shit's fucked. Sophomore year, I did care. Sophomore year, because that was the first year we were in like the chamber, like the highest choir, right? Like
yeah,
this is the top, you know, like and I did
technically
care.
it wasn't, but yeah, but
Yeah, yeah. But like
yeah,
school,
yeah,
like I was junior year, I was like, this is not that great. After she left, one of the teachers left,
yeah.
and yeah, I was like, we're
But
not coming back, and I didn't come back.
um, no, what I really liked about it though was the almost the preciseness of it, the learning aspect, and the final product that we were able to display, and the entire process was amazing to me. You know,
Do you remember any song? Like, what was like your favorite song? Do you remember that? What was like, oh man, it was this.
my favorite song to that I had the most fun like practicing was probably the Profundis. The
Yeah, bro.
Profundis, Claude. Dude, that shit just.
That shit went hard,
What
bro.
language was that shit in?
Dominex like. Dude, it was so
Yeah,
good.
dude. I
It
think after sophomore year, after that 9-10 choir, my drive. After that, dude,
Damn.
that was over.
What do you think caused it, bro?
Just the new teacher.
Oh,
it's fair, but
damn. What was his name?
it was a woman. It's because
Nate.
there's two choir teachers, you know.
Oh, there was two. Okay, because I
Yeah,
only know
and
that one guy.
one of them left, you know, and so yeah,
I
yeah,
get you.
yeah. Stanley, good guy, but
Yes. And I think also I had going for me that my brothers, both of them were in choir since
that kind of,
It's
mm,
my
that.
fault with my older sister being an orchestra and playing the cello as well.
that's funny.
Damn.
That was the best looking at it.
But yeah, also the amount of components that there were to the sheets of music, and how much you actually had to how many things you actually had to do throughout singing to actually get it precise and sounding in a manner that and also the amount of uniqueness that you could still add to it despite there being restrictions to how it should sound. You can make your own manner to it, and then just even because learning throughout high school, I learned more and more about choir and how to be a better chorist throughout the years. And I remember just learning more about like really put your emotion into it, and it's gonna be a lot better, bro. And it's like just all these different things about music that
You
was
should
just,
be a
yeah,
composer.
maybe.
Would you want to get back into choir?
Yes, but I feel like, yeah, but it'd have to be at a bit of a lower level. Just because like I'm not good at sight reading, and
Oh, side reading, bro.
because sight reading, it's like
Days.
I'm a little dyslexic, and so that shit fucked me up bad. But yeah,
You are, huh?
yeah.
I feel like if we went into it now, I feel like personally, if I went into it now, I feel like it'd be way different, bro.
Oh, I, I
Like,
I feel like it would be pretty similar to me.
I feel like the
nah,
confidence
I
would be
feel like
so different.
I'll go like way like I'll be way more into it. Like I might as well. I'm
Oh,
already
I'd
doing
probably still
it.
be just as much as into it because I was pretty into it. Like every class I would like give it my all, bro.
Bruh.
Like I was trying to be like I was trying to get better, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I cared about getting better, truly.
yeah, yeah. It plateaued for me sophomore year. I did really care about it. and I did my grades, you know.
Yeah, it's I stopped caring less in junior year, um, but it's almost because like I remember there was like a requirement that you had to sign up for like either one all state essentially, just basically like a state contest. You had to sign up for a state contest, and I had never signed up for the state contest because I just chose to sign up for the 9-10 contest instead. But I'm in 11th grade now. I have to do the state, and the music was pretty difficult, but also I didn't even practice my music at all. Not one single time. I didn't practice the music. And so when I went in for my first rehearsal, and keep in mind when you go into your first rehearsal, you're supposed to have already know how these tracks go, and how the fuck this shit goes. And this is like a week before. This is like maybe like 2 weeks before the real shit skis.
Did you know what it sound like at least?
Yeah, like you could hear, like, yeah,
Okay.
you were given all the materials to practice and shit. You're given the song, you're given the beat, you're given,
Okay.
and
So you just wing it.
and yeah, I didn't commit to it. I straight up just didn't put, and partially because I didn't like singing at home because people could hear, and so that it was very hard for me to practice at home despite me wanting to. Like even for like the 9-10 stuff, my practice was literally sight reading and vocally imagining in my head what the sound is gonna sound like, and like and like truly committing to it despite no sound coming out.
You gotta know what it sounds like, you know?
But no, that's a practice in choir. It's like you,
Yeah, what's it called? What is it called? Intonation.
something like,
Intonate.
yeah. But it's basically when you perform the song entirely in your head with the most amount of like, but like you're truly trying to exert it, and like,
Holy shit.
yeah, and it's like,
Damn.
and you're performing this piece in your mind, and it's and like, yeah, and it's basically what I
What?
had to do.
There's a term for that?
It's a practice in choir.
That's
Like that. I feel
badass.
like I should get more into that shit now. Like
I
just
agree.
imagine that shit. Um,
Yeah, no, it felt super powerful just because like so much was being put in, yet nothing exerting.
yeah, yeah. Then when you did it, it's like, oh, I can see it. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a majority. That was a big part of my life, to be
But
honest.
yeah, but so when I went into the rehearsal, it was really sad. This was a very sad moment. I went in and I had like 20 minutes beforehand waiting for the other person to get out for it to be my turn to show them like how well I'm doing with the songs, and it was three songs I had to learn by this point.
Damn.
And right before going in, I was listening to the first song, trying to like quickly learn it type shit, just fucking like really panicking, and I went in. They
Get that.
started playing the first beat to the first song. I had my sheet music out. I probably got like 5 words in before I started singing gibberish. And then and like Mr. Moody being the kind guy he is, he kept it playing, and he's like, okay, he'll fix himself. He'll readjust and get back into the flow.
Was that the case, Heber? Did you fix yourself?
No, he ended up stopping the song before halfway done, and he's like, yo, and like he's like, bro, like,
You fucking
no,
dumbass.
well, no, he talked to me. He's like, it's clear. It's very clear that you didn't practice. It's very clear that you don't know these songs, and he's like, you have to know these songs in a few days, or else you're not going to the. And he basically told me, he's like, he's like, what's been happening, man? Like,
But like very like just like
Yeah.
keeping it blunt and
yeah, because
honest. I get you.
yeah, to give some context, in the years in both years before this, every day, or not every day, but after school, I would go multiple days after school and practice my music that I had to do for these contests, and a lot of vigor went into that, and so
You would stay after school and practice?
yeah, and I cared a lot, and
Wow.
he saw that I cared a lot, and so for him to see me fail at, and like not, and seemingly not care about this, it was pretty heart wrenching for me and for him, I feel, and like,
Did
what's up?
did you get to go to the state contest?
Fuck no, dude. So basically, what happened? He asked me. He's like, look, here are your options, bro. Like,
He said, bro.
The honeymoon phase passed at this point,
I,
man.
I,
Fuck.
I keep saying bro and bro, but he didn't use those words at all. But he's
He's
like,
like,
He did.
"Come here."
he's like, all right, Heber, I'm gonna give you your options. So if you, he's like, if you really think you can learn this music by Monday, this was Thursday. He's like, by Monday, if you can come back and come after school and show me that you have learned this, then you can go to, register for the contest. But you have to really get, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that's, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I could definitely. In my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, I can definitely do that if I really, really fucking try. I can definitely do that. But then he gave me the other option of like, he's like, but that's gonna take a lot. And so, really, if you want, I think today you should just go enjoy yourself, do something you like, have a good day, and don't worry about this.
Damn, dude.
And I chose that second option. I went home and I played Spider-Man.
Was it meant to be, bro?
So let me ask you this, bro. So no matter how hard you put your heart into it, you weren't able to get it down?
No, I straight up just didn't practice because I was focused on other shit, like fucking.
Oh, you never practiced at all.
No,
Right.
no. I didn't. There's not a single day that I even looked at the music.
But like,
bro.
what about the after school sessions y'all had?
That was in the years prior. The contest I had in freshman and sophomore year. And so that's how we knew that like I cared for this shit, Like we would talk about this shit, have conversations like,
Damn.
I'm like, how you gonna get better football?
Yeah, shit, dude. He said, honestly, bro, option B is definitely much better
Dude,
option.
Yeah.
that must be pretty heart wrenching, bro.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, for me too. But yeah, no, for a teacher too. Yeah.
That was what, junior year?
Yep. And that was my last year in choir.
Because it took a lot for me to get into that.
Hey, but you know what? You either had to sign up for the All-State or the second semester contest, and he's like, so all right, because he gave me the second option. He's like, all right, but you got next semester for the other contest because the contests were a requirement. You had to do one of them, either one of them.
That's crazy.
And so I was like, all right. I really got it. I was like, all right. Next one, I'm really gonna fucking do it. I'm really gonna do the next one.
You dropped out.
No. When the next one came up, I didn't sign up for it.
You didn't sign up for either?
And seemingly he was like,
Got away with it.
He didn't mention it, or like he.
Wow.
And he I guess he understood. I guess he's like, and even though it was a requirement, he let it slide.
Wow.
Which he had done for a lot of other students, but he would talk to them about it.
No wonder so many people liked him, bro. Shit.
He talked to me, bro.
Oh yeah.
But I don't remember.
I remember you didn't do the contest either that year. You didn't do
I
either
didn't
of
do
them.
shit that year, bro.
Yeah.
My drive was dead required, man. Like I'm really saying, like.
Started getting heavy into weed, but yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
You think?
Nah.
No, personally, just me personally.
You think it opened your third eye and made you realize this is not
no,
it?
no, not at all.
It was dope, bro. That shit was cool.
No, that sounds cool. I wish I was a part of it.
I remember Miguel was like, "Yeah, I can sing high."
When was this?
Nah, because
It's just it's just like remarks you made whenever we mentioned choir type shit.
Oh,
It's like, if I was in choir.
that's all choirs type shit.
I remember you telling me you were that, like because like he came to me, he's like, "You're quitting." Oh.
Yeah. So later in the year, after we had like a day where everybody went to choose what classes they were gonna take next year, and set up their next year schedule, and I remember later that week, he knew, and and I remember I was in between class periods, but it was a situation where like I was allowed to leave early because I was about to go on a bus to go to elective school, and so I standing at the front of the school by the door. I haven't headed out the door yet, but I'm standing there, and you know it's by the choir room, and so Mr. Moody passes by, and he's like, he looks over and he's like, oh, and he walks towards me, and I'm like, oh, what's up, Mr. Moody? And oh, wants to talk. Cool. But this talk was about, he's like, yo, he's like, I just he didn't say yo, he's like,
Ooh,
hey,
not a nice talk.
he's like, no, I mean, no, he was nice about it, he was cool about it, but he's like, hey, I saw that,
You roughed him up.
he's like, I saw you're not signing up for choir next year. And I'm like, oh,
You should be like, no, wait, for real, that was a mistake. Put me in. Look at that.
nah. He's like, is that correct? You know, like you know, is that like you for real? And I kind of I got shocked a little bit there, but I was like, yeah, basically, and like I tried to explain because I didn't, because instantly my mind went to like, oh, bro, I hope he doesn't think I don't care about choir, bro. And so I very quickly try to explain to him, like, you know, yeah, but like I'm still like trying my best in class, you know, I'm still really trying to be better, you know, and like just trying to let him know, like, yo, I care about this shit, bro. But and like I'm giving him my all in the class, bro. But yeah, I think I didn't end up giving him like my real reasoning, just because I was just in such a like a shock moment of that. But obviously there was another teacher who later in the year, another choir teacher who later in the year confronted me about the issue of like, it was like it was like one of the last days of school, and like we had to like do the thing to find out if we were gonna make it into varsity next year, because like every year you had to sign up for varsity, and if if you didn't make it, you go back to regular choir.
Okay.
So sad.
Yeah, and so yeah, so sad if you and every year I would be so fucking nervous for it, but I'm tripping, bro. It's like that fool's gonna let me in if I failed anyway. I know for real.
Damn.
But and I remember right before we started the assessment, the lady teacher, she's like, so I heard you're not being in choir next year, and she's like, and she asked me why, and I basically told her like, I told her that I was like, I don't think I'm very good at this, and
Bro.
yeah, because I genuinely, I didn't feel like, I felt like the troubles I had with sight reading, and like a lot of like, because dude, I was trying super hard, and yeah, it came out pretty good, but like I would have to try super hard to like be okay in my head, you know. I would have to try super hard to like get the sight reading right, and to like really try to get this shit right. And so it was like, to me it felt like, if like I can't really like go super hard at this shit and like feel content. I won't feel content if I go super hard with this shit. And also I also mentioned to her like, oh well, I'm kind of getting into other shit, you know, like, and I mentioned to her like this idea of like, you know, I think it's good to like try, you know, the most amount of things when you're young, you know, of like,
You're like, I think I want to try band now, actually. Imagine if you told her that, dude.
that'd be fucking great. But yeah, no, it's just essentially just this idea of like, you know, it's like, yeah. If like it's all, you know, it was also like, why would I be here for my last year if I'm not pursuing this as a career, you know? Like this is like, and also it's because like I don't, it was always hard for me to see choir as a career, you know? It's like, it's choir, bro, you know? Like this is like non-profit as fuck.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, a little bit, but or like,
They took it to the extreme, huh?
yeah, you know, because
Representing the school.
no,
I always love you.
but yeah, choir things.
Choir teens.
Yep.
May they rest in peace.
Yeah.
Or flourish in life. Flourish in development. Bruh. I call this one the mummy. The mummy doing Zumba. But I forgot to mention, Heber and I actually also had athletics in seventh and eighth
Yes,
grade.
middle school. So athletics was also a thing that me and Miguel fucking went crazy. And this is just seventh grade.
We kind of went crazy, bro. I played basketball, cross
Nah, that was just you,
country.
bro.
Yeah, you were with me, bro. You were on the A team with me. Look at us. No, but
I tried cross country, but
yeah,
that
dude.
was
Him
it.
and I were cross country boys.
That was it, dude. Because I remember at the start of the year, they were like, "You're mandatory. Gotta pick two sports."
Wait,
And
really?
yeah, and
What?
yeah, and so I was
You
like,
have to try out.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, you have to try for two sports. Yeah, and I was like, all right, track and cross country, let's go. Because I
Wow,
didn't.
you did track as well.
No, that's the thing. I only did one. I only applied for one, and they let me go. They let me slide. They let me
Sick.
slide. Cause once I found out what track actually was, I was like, fuck that.
Oh, okay. I remember Chris almost was in football,
I was
dude.
like, give me cross country, bro. Cause, dude, and this is why I didn't want to get into the sports, bro. Even though
Mhm.
sports are fun and shit, the sports people would have to work out way harder than we did, bro. Like, cause we were off season. Off season meant just you didn't play any sport.
Oh,
And
right.
and
Bro,
and bro, the football
When I
players,
played basketball, bro, that shit was crucial, man.
dude. Cause I remember the football players would fucking exercise like crazy, bro. Enormous amount. In
jeez.
comparable to our workouts, bro.
Yeah, they'd be doing that like in the middle of the field in like the hot
Like,
sun and
bro, not
shit,
like
dude, with
hours
their
before,
helmets and
bro,
gear on and
hours
shit
before we even got there, bro. They were hustling and shit,
at like
bro.
5 a.m.
Yeah,
Right?
and then they got out at the same time as us, bro. I was like, bro, these guys are gonna get buff, bro.
That's what it was for basketball too. And
Yeah, yeah,
I
cause
swear
cardio. You need stamina. You need to be running that whole fucking
they
court
had
all
these
day,
things
bro.
called suicides, bro.
Yeah, suicide. You need that fucking stamina, bro,
Oh my
to be
god.
running the court all day,
But
bro.
no, no, real shit though. That shit really helped me with like for a lifelong, bro. Like that shit low
What are
key.
they? That's what's up.
No, but cross country was fun, bro. Cause I remember you and I, we like finished off at one of these meets, these meets we had. There was a school that we went to. It was a junior high, and
Yeah,
like I remember I found you really, hey, bro, trying to finish this race together. We fucking we finished that
but
shit,
like,
bro.
yeah, I guess so. But like,
Like we ain't gonna finish this joint. We ain't gonna be
but
first.
but like, truthfully, Miguel, you could have gone way further up.
Yeah, but I was like, you my homie, bro. Let's do this shit.
Thanks, bro.
I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna be first. I actually wanted to talk with you on the way type shit. I think we were just trying to talk. Like,
Oh, dude, I was too tired to talk. Sorry,
I
man.
know.
I was just trying to make
I
it
don't think
through,
we got
man.
much out of each other, but
Yeah.
Uh,
I still
what?
remember our white shirt and navy shorts.
When Miguel said I was in football, bro.
Yeah, dude, he was
A
for like a
story.
day.
I remember hanging out with Caesar, right?
He didn't even finish signing up.
And like, and we were in the gym, bro. This is just stupid story, dude. So dumb. And we were signing papers. They were calling our name, and we went down. I was like, "Oh shit, they called me," you know. I go down. I take the paper by my name, and I go back up to the bleachers, and I'm sitting by Caesar. I'm like, "Hey, fuck! I took his pen,
uh,
the coach's pen." And
Don't
I'm
worry
like,
about it, bro.
"It's nothing. It's nothing, right? It's nothing." Then the guy gets up. Who took my pen?
Híjole.
And I was the last one who went. So I go, dude. I'm like, it was me, And I get up and I go walk down, and they start clapping, bro. The whole fucking gym starts clapping, dude.
damn.
Bro. That's what made you never want to show your face there again, huh? That's why you quit football,
Yeah.
I
huh?
don't think
He's
I'm
a
looking
he's
back
a he's an urban legend to this day. Fuck.
So what
dude. And
happened?
talks about it.
I
So what happened?
heard he's in rehab now, y'all. Look at this.
Looking back on it, that day contributed.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Nah, I just remember remember just walking home one day after football practice, and I just had like the bloodiest nose because it was too much for me at the time. So like I just got out of it.
Yes, yes. So I wanted like I wanted to hear like, so did you actually do football practice? You know, like did you, because you went for a day, you said.
Like
I went
actually
for a
like
couple
tackle.
weeks.
Oh, you went for a couple weeks, bro. How
So
was
you tackled
that,
and shit.
Yeah.
bro? That's a
Did you,
lot, bro.
you didn't like it?
I was like, fuck this. Hang it up.
Damn. For real though, bro. I remember waking up those mornings on A days and feeling, oh, never mind.
Shit felt
Tripping.
suicidal, bro.
I
Like,
did.
dude, it's not it, bro.
Bro, I was like, oh,
And then being late.
I was with fear every morning, bro.
Bro.
I was like, I hope we have an easy workout today. Like that's getting my head process.
Being sore as fucking shit.
Dude, all day, all day.
The first day of school, I remember I brought the wrong shoes, man. And like I'm walking home with these fucking Converse. My mom didn't come pick me up after fucking the first day of school. I was just fucking tired, man. So tired. I was walking home, and I was looking at my texts. I was looking at the Google chats, Google Hangouts, and I remember texting Eileen. I was like, "Bro, I had a bad day."
Oh man, so what happened, bro?
The girl's like, "Bro, I had to walk home after football practice, and then my shoes were all fucked."
Eek. Damn,
Dude,
bro, hard times, huh?
8 times,
That's
dude.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, fuck that. I
They
did
worked us out like hell, man. But I appreciate it though. No cap.
for real. I wish I had the hindsight on how beneficial that she would be.
Yeah,
Fuck no. I got the fuck out.
yeah,
And I did archery years later.
yeah. Did archery. Fuck yeah. I was like, I'm getting that athletic credit out the way, bro.
Oh god.
Freshman year,
Ching.
out
Check
the
that
way,
hoe
bro.
out. Shit.
Yeah.
But like, I think that's how we met, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That more or less sums up maybe like
Type
1/10 of
shit.
it, yeah.
Yeah. It's like our whole school history,
Alright.
bro.
And that's a season finale looking at us. No, but no seriousness though.
That's been some tales for y'all.
Sure
Jhordy.
has.
Then Heber.
Been your boy Miguel, aka Lil Scopic, aka OGKO,
And that's been some How We Met tales.
Yeah.
on Disney Channel.
Don't if you made it this far. I see that most of y'all not subscribed. Look,
No, but no seriousness though. Those that are new to the channel, you know, show some love. Same goes for those who ain't new to the channel, you know, show some love.
If you
We
did,
appreciate
in
every
fact,
single one of you for tuning
have
in.
love
you know,
to share.
Real talk. We just out here, you know, having fun with this shit, but we know one day we're gonna bring y'all with us on the journey.
y'all
no
gonna be
matter
on the
what
cat.
And as we keep, you know, staying knowing each other in this ride. Till when? Ooh, I'm about to freestyle. Oh yeah, y'all feel that shit brewing?
When you said till when, I was like,
we
ooh,
die.
what's the next bar? But you didn't bring one up, so you kind of fucking failed your chance. But that's the end of the episode, y'all. Get fucked.
Thank God, dude. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. I need to go to bed. That's where my mind's at. I'm like, bro,